Hello, good day everyone. How are you all today? And welcome back. My name is Hussain, and I'm here to bring you all the midweek review and the weekly updates, which will be benefiting you to understand the financial markets on what exactly is going on. In the last 24 hours, US President Donald Trump and White House officials have been out in force aggressively trying to talk up the markets, whereby the stocks consolidated near their highs last week and did not necessarily require the extra because the president may have wanted a moral boost in the form of equity gains after the low turnouts at his Tulsa rally last Saturday. Right, so looking ahead for S&P 500, as you could see that as for now, it is up over 0.8% the current value, right? And also, the regardless, the investors responded positively to the Trump speech, and there was a reassurance from the Trump that the US-China trade deal is still on. And yesterday talks of a new 1 trillion plus stimulus package with a very little market moving US data. Which we saw that yesterday, right? The calendar this week is not very much packed with the volatility. That's why you could see that in the forex market as well, we have got less trading volume, and the market is not really moving much. And US data on the calendar, you see this week, as we said in the headlines earlier, that the main driver of the market flows is particularly going to be the stimulus related package that is going to be offered by the central bank, all right? And the confusion caused by the White House trade advisor Peter Navarro's retraction of an early comment that the US-China trade deal is over. This is why, if you saw that yesterday, let me just show you the spike here. That's where Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped and then recovered afterwards, right? That then later on also highlights the fickleness of the administration and sensitivity to the public sentiment, right? This is why the market is so sensitive these days. It actually responds to that really aggressively. But I see that looking at on Dow Jones Industrial Average, like we did early analysis, still remain in the up channel, and I believe and I see that the more upside would be on its way, right? US dollar traded lower against of all the major currencies, falling to its lowest level in 6 weeks. Service and manufacturing activity improved in the month of June as well. Like looking ahead for Euro USD, we saw that the Euro USD had a breakout to the upside. This is due to the weakness in the American dollar, and I see that for today's forecast, we see that there's more room expected in the Euro USD to the upside. All right, new home sales also rebounded, and also, but the report failed to help the greenback. You see, it was not so strong enough to give the boost to the American dollar. The sell-off in the dollar coupled with the rise in gold as well. Let me quickly show it to you. As we see that the gold actually spiked up after the weakness in the American dollar, right? So that is why gold has actually broken this high and has formed a new high, and in fact it is keep trending up to build new highs. So all in all, the trade relation between US and China is moving forward, as we see that on most of the stocks is gaining steam, and also giving us the confidence that the market wants to keep moving up. Like I spoke about Euro USD earlier, Euro also was not only strengthened because of the weakness of the dollar, then also we had PMI numbers that was released, which brought Euro to new fresh highs. All right, so as I see that there's more room on the Euro side coming up, all right, and I see that on some of the currency pairs which is consolidating due to some reason, forex is not moving temporarily. As we saw, we had a breakout here this morning from the New Zealand interest rate decisions, so it had actually broken this new high, and I see that this pair is going to climb up to these new levels, right? Then from there we will see that particularly could be another reversal coming soon later on, but for now it is bullish on intraday basis. And for some of the other currencies, let me just share with you Molina Healthcare. That is one stock that has actually started to go up could be a good position for you to take. And I believe some of you would have already taken an entry on it, and I see that this is it is going to go up on short term to medium term. I will see that this will be breaking these highs, so you can actually go long on this, and profit taking targets is going to be somewhere around 193.75 cents. All right, done. Now looking ahead for the stock that I've been looking at is the Apple. It has formed new highs. Like I mentioned earlier, that stock Apple has a good future coming up. It has always been, and any correction or any pullback will be a great buying opportunity. We saw recently that a lot of investors will want to move their pension funds, which will actually bring the stock slightly down, which will be another buying opportunity for them to follow its actual direction, which is to the upside. All right, so all in all, it's like I mentioned earlier, every day, every week there's new updates to look for in the financial markets, and we are from day to day providing you the updates how exactly the market is behaving and performing to the day-to-day price action. As for now, I will be signing off, and I will be coming back again to bring you more updates and more reviews. Don't forget to watch our London session webinars that will be giving you a lot of ideas and more price action analysis, adding value to your knowledge in the financial market. All right, so take care for now and see you guys.